Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is another weekly horoscope for you. Thank you all for being here. I'm Cody. Let's jump into this. So this week might be a little bumpy. We're dealing with this Mercury squaring Mars. So there's going to be conflicts, there's going to be disagreements, there's going to be arguments. So try to watch out for that. Don't get caught into this. And we're also building up to this full moon in Libra. So things are coming to light, illuminating. Let's jump into this. So Mercury squaring Mars is the first thing that's basically going on. This transit can cause rush thinking and make you short-tempered and aggressive. You may rush into any decision making, jump to conclusions, and say the wrong thing at the wrong time. All of this can lead to disagreements, arguments, and even open hostility. Your personal relationships can suffer under this influence, but other areas can be problematic. When interacting with others, the key is to listen carefully and think twice before speaking. Just as likely you'll be irritable and touchy, those around you can pick up on the vibe and become more aggressive too, and assertive too. This is not a good time for making decisions or starting anything or negotiations. The danger when taking risk comes from when heated mental state impulsiveness. Just watch out for all that. Focus on using this energy by doing physical activity that helps your mental state easier. And then we get to the moon trining Neptune. So this is kind of an easier aspect. Moon's in Cancer right now, trining Neptune in Pisces. This transit sensitizes your emotions, imagination, and creativity. You may dream up or fantasize about an ideal partner, or just kind of get in your spiritual world and just feel everything. Relationships under this transit will feel like you found a soulmate. You'll feel creative, artistic. You want to deal with music, composition, films. Dealing with films, maybe filming yourself, watching films are favored. You may receive inspiration to make a breakthrough in a project that has been causing frustration. Working in front of the mirror or filming yourself, like I just said, will help you, feel good, feel better, help you like kind of just get in your zone and just, feel pretty good about, the energy. Right after that, the moon makes an opposition to Pluto. This transit causes or can cause inner turmoil, and it might bring out a little bit of fear. Maybe you're dealing with people that are making you feel anxious, maybe pushing you to do something. There's power over how you feel, so watch out for that. Maybe dramatic mood swings, feeling kind of just like good at one moment, and then dealing with those power struggles will kind of bring it down. But you're gonna have to learn how to like balance that out, just so you don't go overboard. So watch out for feeling vulnerable and being emotionally manipulated, and like I said, feeling all that anxiety. And then the moon ingresses into Leo immediately, makes a good aspect we call a trine. The moon trines Venus. This will bring love, tenderness, harmony, and enjoying your friends. Just feeling good to be like with your loved ones. This is a good time to have fun and be with your loved ones. You're loving, and you might be loving and more receptive. And it'll be easier to make friends and make new friends. So this will be good for dating because your charm and beauty will attract genuine, honest love. Sex will feel more intimate, romantic, and enjoyable because of your high-end emotions and sensitivity. It's a very enjoyable time. They're both in fire, so this is very passionate. It's very emotional. It's a great day to just be with people and enjoy that. Right after that, it makes a hard angle square to Uranus, so something might throw you off. You might be doing, having fun, enjoying this trine between Venus, and then you get that hard angle that something kind of pulls you into another direction that you need to, pay attention to. And it might not feel comfortable. Uranus is always all about, unpredictability. It'll, kind of just like turn the tables and then, switch up, how you feel, or just anything, Then the moon makes an opposition to Saturn. This makes you feel a little irritated. It's, it's the moon, it's how it's representing us, how we feel. It's in Leo, we want to have fun, we want to enjoy ourselves. Making an opposition to Saturn and Aquarius, Saturn's, any authority figure. Saturn is, anybody that's just maybe that takes charge. So you're gonna be, dealing with difficult, situations with authority figures or just with people, difficult and sharing your emotions can lead to distance and relationships. Conscious awareness of this depressing influence will help you avoid, long-term serious consequences such as separation simply because of a bad mood. Not a good time for socializing. People could find you, cold and distant, but facing authorities and obstacles with authorities as you have to balance your emotions when dealing with these authority figures or just anyone. Then the moon makes a sextile to Mars. This is just kind of influencing, us feeling good. So if we're dealing with, all these authority figures and we get maybe caught off and swept up, like, everything kind of shifts. Mars is just, helping us influencing us to feel good and to maybe do something different, doing something that we, haven't done yet. Maybe stop doing the same thing, and you'll find new results by doing something different. Then the moon makes an opposition to Jupiter. This brings good feelings and generosity, but also the potential for lack of self-control and unwanted attention. If you're a shy person, this is a good time for sharing your feelings and opening up to your loved ones. You should feel more relaxed and sociable. However, your good charm can turn into unhappiness if your kindness is seen as weaknesses. So that's not really the biggest deal, but watch out for that. Watch out for people taking advantage of you, blah, blah, blah. And then the moon ingresses into Virgo. We're going to want to feel, get organized, be analytical, during, this transit. So after that, Venus actually connects with the sun. So this is, Venus conjoining the sun. This is what we call a cazimi. So it's just basically whenever a planet goes into, connects with the sun, it's going into the heart of the sun. So Venus is kind of combust, which is, another way of saying Venus is burnt. Like her energy is kind of burnt, but she's still there. It's just kind of far away. We can't see it, but it's there. So this transit brings love, peace, harmony, and beauty. This is kind of like a refresh of the Venus cycle. With a focus on your love relationships, you'll feel creative. You might have, better finances. Maybe you're getting more money. It's a new. This is pleasant, charming, and sociable influence is a good omen for friendship, and romance. So this is pretty interesting. It's really cool. Like I just said, it's like it's a fresh start for the Venus cycle. This is a good time for seeking pleasures through sex, amusement, entertainment, or partying, but also for relaxing and just getting into your comfort zone. And you might have fun with children if you have children. Let's see. Good fashion sense and an eye for bargaining make this a good time for shopping and decorating. However, Venus does not have a reputation for being slightly lazy and indulgent, so partying and spending too much is favored, but don't go overboard because it might get burnt out, like I said, by the sun. So then the moon makes a trine to Uranus. This is a good aspect, This might bring change and excitement to your private life without causing upset and chaos. Because, when we deal with the moon squaring Uranus, that hard aspect, this is throwing us off. This is pushing us towards something different. Dealing with the moon trine Uranus is the easier aspect. This is, you're going to expect something to happen, but nothing should happen. And if it does, it'll be something easy. It'll be something good. It's not going to be like you're feeling good and then Uranus like throws you off and you're just all over the place. But this is an easier aspect, Like I said, it brings change and excitement to your private life without causing upset and chaos. You might feel twitched or feeling like, anticipated that something might happen. Trust your intuition and don't be afraid to act too impulsively. This is especially so in relationships where you can break the ice and take a chance on asking someone out on a date or doing something that feels pretty good and just going for it. And then right after that, Mars conjuncts with the North Node. So this is going to feel like you're going to want to do everything at once. This is going to bring like lots of stimulation. This is a powerful aspect, providing a lot of physical energy and strength, endurance, and you'll have the ability to get as many things done as you can. You'll feel very driven, ambitious, and intensely involved in life. So Mars is in Gemini, North Node's in Gemini. Mars in Gemini can like do so many things at once. Mars is focusing on two things or maybe more than one thing all at once. So when it connects with the North Node of Destiny, this is just like putting all of our energy into, what we want, what we need to bring into our future, what we are trying to bring out, what we want to do, basically. So you're going to have all this energy. Mars in Gemini brings a lot of energy. So you're going to want to do everything so much. Okay, right after that, the moon makes an opposition to Mercury. This makes it harder to understand your feelings and to share them. Scrambled or polarized thinking can make it difficult to find an inner balance and relax. So you're gonna your feelings, the moon, your communication, the way you're thinking, Mercury. It's an opposition. You're gonna be like, you're not gonna know how to feel and how to communicate all at once, but you need to learn how to balance that. It can also make it harder to make sense of everyday problems, over analytical one moment and then overly emotional the one moment. So it's like you're going to be like, analyzing all these things. That's the Mercury side. And then you're going to be like super emotional because you can't get everything, all those things done because you're like, oh, this needs to be a certain way and this has to be a certain way. But, you just got to learn how to balance the way you feel and how your thoughts and how you're communicating with others. This is going to, cause confusion, anxiety. But like I said, you got to learn to balance that out and don't lean too much on either side. So it's like a teeter-totter. That's what an opposition is. It's like a teeter-totter. So you got to have it balanced out. So next thing, we got another opposition, moon opposing Neptune. This also increases your emotional sensitivity to such a level that can be misunderstood because it's Neptune, you're dealing with an opposition. You can become overly confused about your own feelings. You should take better care when dealing with others because you're likely to get the wrong impression from them and vice versa. Your intuition and psychic impression will tend to be more negatively influenced of your subconscious fears and be inaccurate. So watch out for people deceiving you, feeling confused. Like I said, you got to balance that out. But we're dealing with Neptune, so just watch out for illusions and them throwing you how you feel. And then we go to the last thing of the week, which is the moon ingressing into Libra. It's the full moon in Libra. The moon makes an opposition to Venus. This will increase your need for love and affection, regardless of the consequences. If dating, there will be a tendency to lower your standards just to be with someone and not to feel alone. The chances of such a relationship or a situation happening may not last and may not be good. But it's probably not as important as as close as it might not be as what you want, your emotional fulfillment. That's what I'm trying to say. So that's kind of what that opposition to, Venus is. The moon's in Libra. That's Venus's home sign. So, the moon is relating to Venus, which is in Aries. So the Venus is feeling hot. Venus is feeling encouraged. Venus is feeling like I'm going to go get this. This is That's the Venus energy. And then the moon is like, you know, trying to feel good, trying to balance things out. It's moon and Libra. It's balancing out, finding fairness, finding justice, finding, all this stuff. So it's like, you got to watch out for, Venus also represents relationships, money, how we attract people. So, yeah. And it's conjunct Chiron. I don't really mention Chiron too much, but Chiron's in the mix of that. So Chiron is like the wounded healer, and it's like it could bring out maybe some wounds, some old wounds that you need to deal with. So maybe, what the Chiron influence is like the healing part, and the moon is just like how you feel. Maybe you have to heal these, certain feelings, and kind of balance that out, between those two. But that is basically it for this week. So this week might be a little, it's building up to a full moon, and anytime we build up to a full moon, it gets intense. People notice when it's a full moon. So just kind of watch out for that hard angle from communication from Mercury and Mars. That's square, so that could be always annoying, but other than that, just kind of get through whatever conflicts you need or you have to deal with, and just what are we trying to release? It's a full moon, it's building up to a completion of something, and then we will start to release it next week. So that is all I got for you this week. I hope you guys enjoy. If you are new to my channel, please like and subscribe. If you like these videos, yes, please like, share, subscribe, and I hope you guys enjoy this week. I will see you next time.